Hafaday, welcome to a new episode of Real Talk. I am your host, Ken Nicholas. I'm joined by my colleagues, Jason and Asha. And before we get into today's episode, I want to let you guys know of a special contest we have going on right now with our friends, our sponsors over at Tango Theaters. Next week, June 21st, is our premiere screening of Toy Story 4 at the Micronesia Mall Stadium Theaters. And we are giving away tickets to that. So if you want to win tickets to watch Toy Story on June 21st, all you have to do is in the comments of the Facebook video is post a GIF of your favorite character from Toy Stories. And we will pick 10 winners at random, and you 10 winners will get a pair of tickets each to go watch Toy Story 4 next week, June 21st.
It's amazing how there's now 4 Toy Story films.
It's crazy. It's amazing.
They're approaching like Rocky levels.
And, you know, it's a good way to kick off the summer. And that brings us into our topic of the day, which is the best summer movies or movies that took place in summer. But before we get into that, Jason, you've watched a summer movie so far, huh?
Summer movie.
Summer-ish. So I mean, I watched Dark Phoenix over the weekend. Okay. Grandma always told me if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything. However, she didn't extend that to movie reviews. Dark Phoenix was not a good movie. And granted, I'm a comic.
In your opinion?
In my opinion, and in the opinion apparently of 78% of Rotten Tomatoes, because it is the lowest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes. It is like slimy. A lot of people just said because they're basically telling the story of Dark Phoenix again because they did that in X3 way back in, what was that, like 2006. I actually found there were several parts of the movie I did like. I thought Sophie Turner's acting was really good. Nicholas Hoult, who plays Beast, I thought he had the best acting. So basically that guy's, he's known as Beast in the X-Men, and he's done those Jaguar commercials.
No, he's actually done a bunch of movies. He was even in Mad Max. He was one of the...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Zombie movie,
again, the best.
Zombie with the Heart.
We've had a podcast episode on this. The best American actors are British. So, but other than that, there wasn't any real character development. They didn't tell the story accurately as far as the comic book goes, and we know because Marvel or Fox has been very forthright about this that the initial test screenings of the movie did so poorly that they basically rewrote, reshot, and re-edited the entire third act. Oh. I think as many as 9 times, and then they finally said, okay, let's put that together. So you can really feel a disconnect between Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. If you're not a super hardcore, stickler like I am for X-Men, it's probably going to be like a good movie. The fight scenes are crazy.
So the graphics are good.
Yeah, the CGI is really, really good. The action scenes, there's a lot to like. The mutant powers are there. I finally liked how they actually took Nightcrawler and made him go berserk, and he actually fought. Because Nightcrawler, for some reason, has always been pitted as, kind of like a wuss.
Okay.
But now they actually gave him, he's...
Was that a spoiler, Jace?
No, he's got game now. The dude can fight, and, he got so enraged that he actually went. But for me, I'm happy I went to the movies. It was a good experience. There were only 8 other people in the theater on a Saturday afternoon, opening weekend. Only 8 other people besides me and my buddy Will.
Wow.
And I was like, what? I was like, man, are you serious? I don't know if everybody's got post Endgame hangovers or what, but I was shocked.
So is that the final X-Men movie or final Marvel movie that Fox will make?
That's the last X-Men movie and Spider-Man. Far From Home is the last one.
But isn't Sony. That's Sony, right?
Yeah.
Or so this is the Fox Studios. Right?
That's the last X-Men movie that Fox is going to make, and they've already said the X-Men will be rolled into the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a few years, but they're really taking their time, and I think probably smartly because there are a lot of people that...
And that's going to be the Disney X-Men.
But, the one person who comes out...
X-Men.
Yeah, the one person who comes out winning in this is definitely Sophie Turner, because, again, Sansa Stark winds up being Queen of the North, and then she goes on, and then she's... Dark Phoenix. So Sansa Stark got paid a lot of money this summer.
Cool.
She said.
How about you, Asha? Did you watch any movies?
Oh, yeah. So over the weekend, me and my mom watched Rocketman. And I personally liked it. I felt like the storyline was a little bit rushed, but, it's trying to tell someone's entire life in like an hour and 30 minutes. So, of course, it's going to be rushed. But it was basically like a musical. It wasn't so much of like... What was that other one? Bohemian Rhapsody, where it was a biopic. I mean, it's still a biopic, but it was more of a musical. So if you want, if you like musicals,
did it feel like
they
forced the music into like some of the scenes, or did they sing their dialogue?
Yeah, or no, not too much. But I mean, like, it is there. But I didn't recognize all of the songs, so it could be. Maybe it was part of the dialogue, but it sounded like legit.
I remember when we were young.
They played that song, yeah.
So much
was that Crocodile Rock?
Crocodile Rock, yeah. I mean, if they use that in the dialogue.
No, and like, I love that kind of music. I've always been an Elton John fan. And my mom really wanted to see it. But like you said, the movie theater wasn't that packed when we went. I noticed when we got up to leave, it was a lot of older people in the movie. I didn't see anybody my age.
What day of the week did you watch?
I think I watched on a Sunday.
Yeah. You know why? Because all of us movie-going people blew all of our money on Endgame like the third, fourth, fifth time we watched it. So
yeah, that movie was good. But Rocketman was really good. There was a little bit of... I don't know. I felt like... I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just being emotional, but I felt a little bit emotional in that movie. It was kind of sad. Some of the scenes are really sad when they really go into like how his parents were treating him as a kid. And it was
you said it's not his entire life up to this point, right? Like it's a very specific...
Oh, no. It's up to the point where he goes to rehab.
They don't even cover his relationship with Princess Diana.
No.
They don't mention it at all?
I'm not too sure, but
That's
it's
crazy.
not something that I remember from the movie. So if it was there, it was for like a second.
Wow.
Like, literally, I don't know if this is a spoiler alert because, I mean, it's his life, so everybody should already know it. But in the movie, one of the scenes was probably, like, maybe a 2-minute scene. And it shows when he gets married to this girl. And then the next scene is literally them in their home, but they don't sleep in the same bed. And it's like they get a divorce right after that. So that whole time that he was married just was like... It went by real quick.
Wow.
It doesn't tell you what happened, but you know that, he likes dudes. He doesn't like girls.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting.
But it was really quick. So. But I liked it. I thought it was a good movie.
Rocketman got 91% on Rotten Tomatoes, too, so it's pretty popular. I didn't watch any movies this week, although I did watch John Wick 3, Parabellum, and that got 89%, and I thought it was exciting. It was super cool. A lot of guns, a lot of tactical gunfighting.
Are there a lot of dogs in it?
So I love animals, and it was super cool to see a bunch of dogs doing like train stunts and stuff. So I thought it was pretty awesome. Definitely
cool.
check out John Wick. It's a pretty fun movie. Keanu Reeves having quite the year, right? With that and the video game, and then Always Be My Maybe on Netflix.
No, but
that movie was so.
Everybody's
funny.
talking about the video game now.
Yeah,
Twitter's going nuts over.
What is it called?
Steampunk.
Cyberpunk something, right? That looks pretty dope. But anyway, that was last week. That was this past weekend. Of course, you can always go to Tango Theaters to catch these new movies. Toy Story coming out next week. But today we are talking about the best summer-themed movies ever. So movies that like took place during a summer period, or and we have a short list, so we'll get through it pretty quickly, I think.
So we're doing round robin again?
I think we all have like the same list.
Let's go round robin.
Not me.
Yeah, go for it, Jason. Kick us off.
Okay, seeing as how I'm the oldest one, okay. It was a movie that I saw originally when I was in high school. It came out around, I want to say, 1990, 1991. Summer School with Mark Harmon.
I didn't even watch it.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Basically, the premise of the movie is this PE teacher needs to make extra money. He thinks he's going to go off and have this wonderful romantic, I believe they're going to the Caribbean or to Hawaii with his girlfriend. She winds up cheating on him, so he's like, you know what? She wiped me out. I got to go teach summer school to make rent. And he winds up teaching this bunch of derelicts. I mean, they're not troublemakers. They're just, kids who aren't going to wind up, in Mensa. They're really, really, really underperforming like students. And it's not even a feel-good movie. It's a really good comedy, but it's super funny.
Okay.
Well, I've never watched it.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's really fun. And basically, the guy, and the moral of the story is the guy is a PE teacher, and he's kind of like lax and everything. And he winds up finding his own. He meets and falls in love with Kirstie Alley, and then he's like, wow, I really do like teaching. I'm not just some dumb jock. And he winds up connecting with the students.
Cool.
But it's your typical late 80s, early 90s.
Where you break up before the summer.
Yeah.
Type.
Dumbass comedy.
Speaking of, break up before summers. Isn't Forgetting Sarah Marshall one of those?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
They're
getting your heart shattered in 1,000 pieces before the summer.
I mean, you know.
That was one of
we can
mine,
center out
yeah.
these guys.
What's the name of the main dude in that? I always forget.
His name is Marshall.
I don't. What's his name? Jason something?
Oh yeah, Jason Segel.
Segel.
Segel. From the Muppets.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he played in
From
the
How I
Muppets.
Met Your Mother.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Marshall.
That was a good one.
That was funny and that was hilarious.
Is that kind of what, besides that 70s show, that's kind of what introduced everybody to,
Neil Patrick Harris?
no, that's 70s show. She's married to Ashton Kutcher. Why can I not
Mila
remember?
Kunis?
Mila Kunis.
Oh yeah, she's in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
They end up
I
getting
thought you were
together.
thinking,
Yeah.
that was
I just
cool.
remember
That
that
was
trip, and then
funny.
he goes to Hawaii, and oh man, that dude got his heart
Wait,
broken.
Ashton Kutcher's married to Mila Kunis?
Yeah.
What? Real?
The
Oh
fact
my
that
God.
I know that, and I'm completely out of touch with pop culture. I studied Java APIs all day, and this guy doesn't know
Java
that.
API.
APIs. All right. Well, I have a short list. It's all bangers. So, Jaws, right?
That's good.
Summer.
Yeah.
at
The
the
summer
beach.
movie.
Jaws.
The summer horror movie, right?
Makes you not want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Amity.
Amity, the tourist attraction of Amity Beach, and there's a shark that attacks a bunch of people in the water. And,
Everybody knows Jaws.
Yeah.
Can you say the
How do
line?
you not know Jaws?
What line?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws is a pretty awesome movie, and we always talk about it on a podcast. My list, I'm looking at the movie, and we talked about like
Most of these.
90% of the movies
Yeah.
that are on my list. But those are the classics. These would be in the Ken Criterion collection. Jaws is definitely.
Nice. I like that.
I'm gonna coin that phrase. I'm gonna make a list of like all my favorite.
The
movies.
KCC?
Yeah. I think that's a good one.
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Mine is another movie. A lot of people believe this to be a summertime movie that they really feel that they can connect with their families. Dirty Dancing.
Yay, Dirty Dancing.
This is probably going to be the subject of one of our other podcasts, but I actually only saw Dirty Dancing in its complete form when I worked at Blockbuster when I was finally in college, because I walked out of the theater when I tried to watch Dirty Dancing when I was in the 8th grade because I thought it was the dumbest thing in the world. I thought it was so stupid.
What?
Just this rich family goes to this nice, big summer retreat, this resort in the Catskills in upstate New York, and they've got this, blue collar guy, and he winds up, and there's these, ragamuffins, and they're like the
Dancing.
the dancers,
All dirty.
and then the dad is a
Hence
the dad
Dirty
is a
Dancing.
yeah. Thank you. Spoiler alert. But then
the
Patrick
girl wants to become one
What
of
was
the
the girl's
dancers
name?
so badly.
Baby.
Baby.
No,
because
the
nobody
actress-
puts baby in the
actress,
corner.
The actress.
Jennifer Grey.
Jennifer Grey.
And you
That's
saw
a good
I mean,
movie, though.
I mean, this isn't like big news, but good for you. Saw what happened to Jennifer Grey later on in life. She got in a terrible car accident, and she had
did
facial
she?
reconstruction surgery. She looks amazing.
I don't know.
I didn't see that.
But a lot of people actually say that one scene when, because they can never get like the lift what they're practicing like in the lake.
Dirty Dancing. So I'm
That's a
gonna
good
watch
movie.
Dirty Dancing when
That
we
was a
watch.
really
was
good
such a
movie. I love that movie.
That was a good choice. I liked it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay,
No,
since
I did
we-
not have the time of my life watching that movie. I thought it was really, really dumb, but I've come around to it.
Since we're talking about Patrick Swayze, I'll give you another summer Patrick Swayze banger.
Roadhouse.
No, Point Break.
Was that summer?
Yeah, it's summer, man.
I mean, no, it takes place in California, so that
Yeah,
can take
no,
place
but
in the
it's
dead of
summer.
winter, and you
It
wouldn't.
is summer. It's summer, dude. It's summer. And so Johnny Utah, is that his
Yep.
name? Keanu Reeves.
Special Agent Johnny Utah.
Agent Johnny Utah is on an undercover assignment where he has to infiltrate or find this criminal ring that does all these bank heists in Southern California, and they're a surfing crew. So he has to learn how to surf, and he gets Lori Petty to teach him how to surf back in the day when Lori Petty
Lori Petty
so
was
beautiful.
hot in 1991.
I know, she was so pretty back then.
What did she do? She did
Tank
Point
Girl.
Break, League of Their Own.
Tank Girl. Is that what it's called? Tank
Yeah,
Girl?
well, and then Barbed Wire.
Was she in Barbed Wire?
She was like the other one, but
But anyway, Point Break, that was an awesome movie. That's one of the best Keanu Reeves movies.
I still don't
and
know.
one of the best Patrick Swayze movies.
I still don't
for
know
sure.
if that took place in the summertime. Or,
I'm pretty sure it's in the summertime.
Surfing summer.
let us know in the comments because
Bodie, right? That's his name?
Bodie.
I want an animal. I want a pet. I want to name my pet Bodie. Like, that's such a cool name.
Brody.
And then remember, of course, like the line, like in the final scene, where he's like, "Come on, man, you gotta let me go, bro. I'm not gonna paddle all the way to New Zealand." And then he unlocks the Vaya con Dios.
And then the Australian like cops are like, "Hey, where did he go? You let him go."
You let that bloke go! Are you crazy? He's not coming back. And then he throws his badge. And
That was awesome.
Okay.
And that's a Catherine Bigelow movie, and Catherine Bigelow went on to do such great movies as The Hurt Locker. So,
and the former Mrs. James Cameron.
yep. Point Break, that's a classic.
Okay.
Man, I don't even think I watched Point Break.
No, you watched the remake because you say like when they're
Yeah, you
Okay,
watched
then
it.
I watched
they're flying in the squirrel
Yeah,
suits.
they
Yeah.
have to do they have to go to the 7 wonders of the
Yeah, the
world or
7
whatever,
the
right?
base jumping like challenges. or
Okay,
whatever.
so that's the
That is not
that
good.
was the original.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Asha's
That would
turn, right?
probably be awesome. I'm gonna go with The Sandlot.
Boom.
Oh,
Every
I like The
kid's
Sandlot.
summer flick.
Okay. I thought at one point that The Sandlot might be considered a scary movie only because of the
Oh
dog.
my god, it's so not a scary movie.
Wow.
The dog, I mean, until you actually see the dog, the dog was meant out to be like this
I guess.
this demon
I guess if you're a
canine
chicken.
Cerebus, you know.
That was a cool movie, though.
That was
so
a good
cute.
movie.
Like when the kid pretended
It's just
he
it
drowned.
seems like such a fun childhood to experience.
Now, can
Like,
you say the line?
We
from-
didn't I never lived in like a neighborhood where you could just freaking bike around. If I went biking outside my house, I'd get hit by a car.
Yeah.
Like for real.
But it was so cool.
Yeah,
And
you
then-
can't. You certainly can't,
Can't
do
do
that
that
these days.
crap
And
here.
then when the kid like faked that he was drowning in that pool,
And he
the
made that
lifeguard
girl
saved him and
kiss
kissed him. That was fun.
Can you say that? Can you
was
say the
cool.
line, Asha? From
No, I can't say it, Jason. You're the one who does all
What
the
line?
lines.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Oh,
I have a T-shirt.
You have the killing
that
me.
has that kid's
You've never
face
worn
on
that
it.
to work.
Yeah, because it's like a pajama T-shirt.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna wear that.
okay, Jace, what do you got?
Okay, okay. Asha basically she stole my thunder from that, but basically I'm saying any movie about baseball because baseball is the great American pastime. It's the summer activity to do. There's been so many movies about baseball, but I want to say, and you guys are gonna completely disagree with me because I'm an idiot, but my favorite baseball movie of all time is 1997 Summer Catch with Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jessica Biel.
Is he a famous baseball player, or are they on a date?
He's trying to make it to the major leagues, and he's a pitcher in the I believe it's in the Massachusetts or New Hampshire League or Rhode Island, like somewhere in New England, and he's trying to make it. So he's this. His mom died, and his dad is they cut grass at Jessica Biel's house, so she's this big rich family, and they wind up falling in
Okay.
love, and the family doesn't want him because he's a poor kid.
You know what? I never watched that movie, so I'm not gonna hate. I don't know.
Summer
I've
Catch
never
is
watched
good. Summer Catch it's a really good movie.
it. Gosh.
Okay.
I've enjoyed it.
So I got two tie-ins here.
So
'cause you-
anything with baseball.
So you're talking Freddie Prinze Jr. and I know Asha's talking kiddie movie. So do you want the kid movie or the Freddie Prinze Jr.?
We'll go with the
movie?
Freddie Prinze.
Freddie
Jr.
Prinze Jr. I want to say you're gonna say
All right.
She's All That.
No, I know what you did last summer.
Oh.
And I
Boom,
still know
which
what
is
you did
obviously-
last summer.
And it's a great sequel. I still know what you did last summer. I know what you did last summer was awesome. It was like right off the heels.
I thought that was so scary. I was
Scream,
just a kid when
right?
I watched
Do you
it.
remember like the late or the mid '90s when they had that horror
Scream.
transition
Yeah.
from like the traditional horror to more of that?
Like,
I
you
don't
get a
even know what
phone
you call
call
it,
or
but
you
like-
get a
a
message
slasher.
from
Yeah,
somebody
you
that
know.
they're gonna kill
The
you.
Drew Barrymore scene in Scream, right? It's like,
Yeah, Drew Barrymore. Well, the Scream.
Hey,
And
what are
then
you
I
doing
know-
there?
I know
I'm
what
just
you did
making
last summer was
popcorn.
pretty awesome, right?
And it's like, why aren't your parents home? Because they're not shopping. And then he's like, he's like, well, I know you're walking around home alone. Oh, how do you know that? Because I'm looking at you from the tree. Dun dun dun. I was like, oh, okay, now this is real.
that was awesome, right? Like, but
Would you say that's one of the scariest? And you've watched so many horror movies. Would you say that's one of the scariest scenes you've ever seen?
it's just a different type of
It's a different
thing,
kind of
you know?
scary. Like
yeah.
somebody's watching you and you know that they're trying to hurt you. It's
There
like,
was so much build up to it too, because she's just messing around. She's like,
Like,
oh,
I
okay.
don't find any of those 90s movies really scary.
But then when he put her in the tree
compared to, like...
and he disemboweled her, that was just gross. And that was
that's just gory.
because she's
Yeah.
actually the scariest part for me is when Drew, and this isn't even a summer movie, is when she's trying to call to her parents, and after the guy goes at her, and she was like, Dad, and she hasn't gotten like enough breath to call out. Oh, that's scary and sad.
that is.
Yeah.
It's sad.
But I Know What You Did Last Summer was awesome.
Yeah.
Because
that was-
Jennifer Love Hewitt, who was
Oh,
so
yeah.
fine. When I was in high school, that was my high school crush, Jennifer Love Hewitt. And Freddie Prinze Jr.,
After
Ryan
Kids.
Felipe,
Okay,
Sarah
wait.
Michelle Gellar. Geller.
Mrs. Well, okay. Would you call her?
And that other girl who was Sonya from Mortal Kombat. Bridget Wilson.
Oh.
Bridget Wilson.
Bridget
That's
Wilson
right.
Sampras.
Yeah. Mrs. Pete Sampras. Okay,
But
so you've
that
got
was
you've got
awesome.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, aka Mrs.
And Anne Hesh. But
and Anne Heche. Yeah. So you've got Mrs. Freddie Prinze Jr. Or would you say she's Buffy the Vampire Slayer first before she's Freddie Prinze Jr.'s
yeah,
wife?
she's obviously Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Were you guys big Buffy?
Nah.
Nah.
Really?
Man, who was the killer in that movie again? Wasn't it
with the
like
hook.
one of the friends? No, it wasn't one of the friends. That's Scream.
It was... I forgot.
Wait, and which cast
But
members
they
came
basically,
back?
like, in the beginning, they're partying or something
Yeah,
and
and then
driving
they
home,
hit
right?
somebody,
They hit
yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
And they, like, what do? Just throw them off the cliff or something?
Yeah. Yeah, like, or bury the body or something, and then, you know...
But was it actually
What?
him? Was he the one that came back? No, right?
No.
It wasn't.
It was like
Okay.
A witness.
the dad or somebody, the uncle or something.
Okay, and which of the cast members made it from part 1 to part 2? Obviously, Freddie Prinze Jr., Jennifer Love Hewitt. Ryan Philippe did not.
No, he died.
He
I don't know
died.
if Freddie Prinze Jr. made it to...
Yeah, because
I think he did.
Oh, no, he did.
because he was the boyfriend of Jennifer
No,
Love Hewitt.
because she got a new boyfriend in part 2. Remember, she had a new love interest, and he's the one who took her to that Caribbean island with Brandy and...
Brandy
Who
was
else was in that
Brandy
movie?
was in. I still know what you did. Oh man, I forgot about that.
No, but part 2, the boyfriend was the killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the son or something of like...
Because I remember when we were watching it, someone yelled out Moesha.
But doesn't Freddie Prinze Jr. come back, though? Like, doesn't he...
Yeah, no,
Make
he
an
comes to
appearance?
that island. Yeah, he
Yeah,
comes back
okay.
to save them. Or, I don't remember what happened, but...
Man,
I
what if
like
we're
those
all
movies,
wrong? But
man.
anyway, that movie was
Anyways,
dope.
you guys can watch it again.
Okay, that's. I think so far Ken's won.
So-
Ken takes that round. That's
Yeah.
that's good.
That was a
Nicely
good
done.
movie.
Cash, what do you got?
Oh, it's my turn? And then I'm going to say... Dang, I feel like you guys said all the stuff that I was... Oh, The Parent Trap. The one with the Lohan.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Lindsay
Lohan twins.
Lohan.
Wait, there's only one girl. She's a twin in the freaking
Well,
movie.
she's got a younger sister though, right?
I don't know. But
Lindsay
anyway, so that movie's dope.
Wait, and that's Jamie Lee Curtis is the mom.
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis... No, not
Yeah,
in
yeah.
The Parent... No, that's in Freaky Friday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my bad. Oh,
Parent Trap is
It's
the dad. She has a dad
that
in it.
lady, the one she has like an
remember her name.
English accent, right? Or no? Does she live in London? She's a wedding dressmaker in like London or
I don't
something.
remember what her name
And the
is.
dad is Dennis Quaid.
Quaid.
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid's done a lot of stuff. Dennis Quaid was in that movie you just watched recently. He's that weird neighbor,
That movie made me want to have a
What was-
twin.
right? He walks over to. He's like, "Oh, could you use some company?" Wait, is that Dennis Quaid?
Oh, yeah.
That is Dennis Quaid. Yeah.
What
yeah.
movie's that?
You were raving about that movie
What
when
is
you came
that
back
movie
from it.
called? Stranger?
It just came out like 2 weeks ago.
It's a black family buys like a
In
Is
the
it
suburbs or
Netflix?
something in-
Netflix
a
movie?
log cabin. No, it was in theaters. Unwanted Guest or something. Stranger?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm actually gonna improve the tempo. Wet Hot American Summer is a cult classic, and by cult classic, I mean you had to have been from the Northeast and predominantly Caucasian and predominantly well off. But I mean, if you can still appreciate the movie, and it only really got good because it was so low budget and it was just so abstract. Everybody in that movie is a somebody in the comic.
Yeah.
The comedy community. Janine Garofalo, half of the people from The State, which I loved because I was in college when The State was on MTV. Bradley Cooper is in
Yeah.
that. Amy Poehler from Saturday Night Live. Molly Shannon from Saturday Night Live is in there.
And they remade it, right? Or like they...
They had another like a reunion episode.
Netflix had a reunion series.
I watched that.
Yeah,
And it's got that guy who does the voice. What's that guy's name?
It's
H. John Benjamin, the guy who
so
does the voice of the
dumb.
dad from Bob's Burgers
and
and
Archer.
Archer, and ironically, and the guy from Arby's is like,
Is
well,
that it?
Arby's, we have the meat for sandwiches, and it's like that dude. I was like, hey, that's Bob's Burgers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's it, and you'd never know because you don't. But he was the voice of the can of vegetables, and it's so weird, and it's just, and you just have to watch it. It's got Chris Maloney from Law and Order Special Victims Unit, and he's funny as heck. But yeah, always liked that one, and I discovered it much later because Netflix was building up so much hype when Wet Hot American Summer, the reunion series, was coming out. So I watched the movie on Netflix, the original film, the night before, and I was like, how did I not know about this? This is funny. And then I just binge watched the series. But yeah, been a fan ever since.
You know, I always like those summer camp type of movies. I can't really think of any at the time or now, but I know I watched a few of those and I always found them pretty interesting. The only one that really comes to mind,
Meatballs and Little Darlings
yeah,
and yeah.
The only one that really comes to mind right now and is
Friday.
obviously not even really in the same genre, but is Friday the 13th, right? Which is obviously a summer movie.
That's definitely a summer camp.
During a summer camp with a bunch of counselors, and then they get killed by a killer, serial killer.
A killer.
In the area, right? Which is...
Do you remember what the name of the summer camp was?
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So,
I was going to say something else.
It's a pretty cool one.
What were you going to say? Camp Ipa or
Camp Beach.
Camp Star Sand Beach?
Nothing. We're not even going to talk about it. On to the next.
On to the next, Ash. What do you got?
Wait. Would you say that... Okay, would you
Jason
say that...
always has to talk.
Sorry, would you say that Friday the 13th and Sleepaway Camp and movies like that actually hurt the summer camp industry?
No.
Not at all.
I would say they would hurt because I wouldn't go to summer camp after that.
Yeah, because you're a chicken.
Absolutely.
After Friday the 13th came out, hell yeah.
It's a movie.
Absolutely not. Because, you know...
You think they helped? You think that drove more parents to send their kids to summer camp?
I mean, I don't really think it really...
Made a difference.
Yeah, it made a dent in that at all.
I will say that when the Addams Family came out, I'm pretty sure that helped the summer camp industry because everyone's like, dude, I want to go to summer camp with Wednesday Addams, dude, because she's like the coolest chick on the lake. Remember when they had that? When they said, okay, now we're gonna do like our stage play and Wednesday in Pugsley, and everyone else said, oh hi, we're the Native Americans and we'd like to like make peace with you. All of a sudden Wednesday comes in, burn the village, and she goes like completely like she goes Mad Queen. She goes Daenerys on them.
Because he only watched the last
'Cause I only watched that
episodes of Game of Thrones.
Wait, so you don't think that all those horror movies from the 80s that took place in camps had a negative effect on summer camp industry?
No.
I don't.
No, I don't think so.
Were either of you ever in summer camp? Did either of you?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys go to camp?
Well, I was a boy.
Well, you were a Boy
I
Scout.
remember what it was called. I was like 5 years old when I went to summer camp.
I went to Somersault camp. That was
It
like
was
a
in
big
Agania. Agania Heights had some summer camp, but it was really fun. There was a pool there too.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I used to facilitate a summer program, like a swimming program, but with Youth for Youth. I wasn't a swim instructor, but I was one of the facilitators, like little, facilitate the kids here and to the pool and out.
Okay, maybe Asha's
You were
right.
an usher.
Maybe Asha's right. Maybe I am a scaredy cat and a chicken because when we would go on summer trips to my grandparents' house in Connecticut, they had a forest behind their house, and I just remember looking out there and I was like, "This looks exactly like Camp Crystal Lake. No way in hell am I going into that forest."
I would
want to be in a forest by
yeah,
myself,
that's different. Summer camp, you're with a group of people.
Because I mean, you go out there and you're coming from Guam where it's humid even at night, and you look out there.
Still talking about it like
no, and you look out there and
the same thing.
And I swear I could just hear the camp.
I mean,
I was like,
I'm
okay,
sure a forest
at
night alone is
it's
pretty
scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go
But
wandering
I don't think
into a forest
with
alone.
40 to 50 people is that scary.
Yeah.
In a group, in a supervised
Jason's just a lone wolf. He doesn't know.
And light and
He
bathroom
doesn't know how it
amenities.
feels to have 40 plus
I know,
friends.
Man. Gosh.
Oh, so you've never actually been camping?
Oh yes, of course.
Oh man,
because you said with amenities and restrooms and plumbing and Wi-Fi and all this like stuff.
You asked me if
a summer camp.
Wait, what's the name?
Camp.
What do they call that like online? They call it gramping? No.
Glamping.
Glamping.
What is that?
You've been glamping. It's glamour camping.
Glamour camping? No,
yeah,
I have been glamping, but I've also been real camping.
Yeah.
When was the last time you went real like
summer camps are like glamping. They have a freaking house and everything to stay in with a bed. It's not like they're on a cot or anything.
You sleep under the stars. You rough it.
What are you
but these camps we're talking about in the movies,
yeah, in the
that's
movies,
glamping.
Those are in like log
houses,
structures.
like.
You consider that glamping? Or
yeah.
is that what glamping
I mean,
is?
it's in
I
camping.
don't
It's not like Guam camping, right? Like Guam camping, you gotta pitch the tent.
Yeah, and you get up in the middle of the night because all of a sudden you've got
Yeah, and you gotta go find a spot.
100 sand
pee.
fleas in the crack of your butt.
Okay, we're talking about two different things, but
Okay, maybe you're
not the same, but yeah.
Okay.
I guess the experience is different for
that's
Boy Scouts
stateside camping.
And
single Children who
single pathetic guys who study the Java API.
Okay, so
Asha, please save us.
Yeah,
Oh
what
my
movie?
God.
do you
What was
have?
I gonna say? Jason
I don't even
interrupted
remember.
me. You know what? I'm gonna say it.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
And
You win this round.
It's a good one.
When does the part 2 come out?
This December.
December?
Well, I mean, I know it comes out this fall. Have you guys seen...
Oh no, it comes out next month, right? Does it not?
Does it?
Yeah,
It comes out
Comes
this
out
year. I
in
know
July.
it comes out this
Really?
year.
yeah.
They're going to have
Oh
it...
yeah, right? What?
No, they're going to have it and the Lion King come out back to back?
Maybe.
There's many weeks in
I
July.
think
Jason.
it
It's not
does
like-
come out.
They all float down here. yeah. Yeah. Good luck having dreams about that. You're going to have the most bizarre nightmares. Simba, remember. And then like, shoot the lights out.
It was such a good movie, though. I love that
Okay,
movie.
have you
First
guys
scary
seen the
movie.
trailer with she was in Dark Phoenix, Jessica Chastain. The new trailer for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Where she
yeah,
goes to
so
the
she
old
goes
woman's
back
house.
to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, the
Dude,
second
that thing
part,
is trippy.
it's like the second part for the original one
Yeah,
where they're
yeah,
older.
yeah.
I always liked the kid one though.
This is
like
It
for
Book
some
2.
reason the kid part of the movie always scared me a lot more than the adult one.
Was it because of Georgie's scene?
Maybe
The
it
original
could have
one is
been.
the
I
sewer.
just think it's so
the first
much.
one's not that scary.
You've got no problem with a kid having his arm
Yes, that was scary.
In part 1?
Yeah.
Or in
When-
the original?
when he's trying to go after like the paper boat, and then he winds up confronting.
It doesn't
like,
show anything,
no, it doesn't
but
show anything in the original.
but it's still scary. Like
the-
it's like,
in the
oh
new
damn.
one.
No, in the movie, yeah, it did, and in the
new
book-
one it did.
And again, you guys are not going to agree with me, but in the book, it is way more graphic and is way
Yeah.
scarier.
I mean,
in the
did you
book.
have to did you close
Well,
your
yeah,
book
books have to
immediately
be-
after that? And did you hide or
Books
something?
have to be
I
more
slept with the lights
graphic.
on. That's for damn sure.
What a holy cow!
What a holy cow.
And of course I did it when I was sleeping under the stars because we actually did legit camping.
Whatever,
'Cause
you
I'm-
just said you've
you
never gone
didn't-
camping.
'Cause
You
I'm
never
OG.
went camping. You never read a book outside of a house. That's for sure. Like, you definitely not in the night, middle of the night, in a tent, you liar. Like, I only know because of how difficult it actually is to read a book. Like,
With no
in,
light,
in a
with no
tent
proper
with, like, a
lighting.
book light, it's like...
It's not hard at all.
Oh yeah, because
This
Jason
guy
knows he
doesn't
goes
know,
underneath
dude.
the covers in his bed,
I guess
like
it's-
in the movies.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what? We're gonna watch It Book 2, and I swear again.
We're gonna watch it book 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken was scared at Pet Cemetery. I was not.
I was not scared.
I don't think anybody was scared of Pet
You were
Sematary.
scared of
I
Pet
was
Cemetery.
not scared. Oh my gosh, Pet Cemetery was not scared, and I get scared easily.
Yeah, Pet
from-
Cemetery was not scary,
Well,
and you were
wasn't
scared.
It wasn't that scary actually.
It was not scary at all. It was actually just all right, But there are scary movies. Like
Come on,
The
Beverly,
Conjuring,
shoot out the dead lights.
The Conjuring, that's a scary one. Hereditary, that's a scary movie.
Okay,
I still haven't watched Hereditary.
I do want to give my vote to Asha for this round because it is a great summer movie.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get the vote for the next round too. So,
Ooh.
ding, 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 we have a winner.
Well, okay, so I guess back to me. Okay, because
And if you say it, I'm gonna punch.
because I'm bringing it now. Grease.
I think that was all of our.
No,
But do
no,
we all have
mine.
Grease?
No, I don't have mine. I have another banger that you guys do.
Okay,
You
Grease.
should have let him go first then, because
Gre-
we're gonna win this.
No, you
Grease.
Talk about Grease. Talk about
Ever
Grease.
since the '70s, the quintessential summertime movie. I mean,
It's the best
op-
summer movie.
The open. I mean, aside from the theme song, Grease is the word. It's summer lovin', had me a blast.
Summer loving.
Okay, oh, yeah.
Happened so fast.
No, yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, I mean that is that, and because it's summer leading up to the beginning of school. No, it's weird. In a lot of these movies that we're talking about, it's either on the
The last day of summer.
Yeah, that last day of school, like Dazed
Or
and
the
Confused.
last day of
takes
school.
takes place on the
Dazed
last
and
day of
Confused.
school.
We didn't bring up Dazed and Confused.
Okay, Dazed. Okay, you want Grease? I'll do Dazed and Confused. You can have Grease.
Well, you're already
Yeah,
talking
talk
about
about
it.
Okay, no, but in Grease, it takes
Grease
place.
is a good one. I
It
like
takes
I
place
love
in the
Grease.
summer, leading into school, and of course, Danny. I'm Danny Zuko, and then you have
He's so cute in that movie.
and then Sandy, from Australia.
Sandy.
Yeah, exactly. Look at me, I'm Sandra D, right?
Oh god, that was a good
Yeah.
movie. That was one of my favorite musicals.
And
ever.
even for people who continue to hate on musicals, and you shouldn't, because musicals are great. I mean, I don't mind musicals. I just hate unnecessarily sung dialogue, like maybe you said about Rocketman. But
I don't think there was a lot.
even
of that.
people that hate on musicals, Everyone loves Grease.
I know. I've never met a person that didn't like Grease.
Yeah. And I've seen Grease more times than any human being should ever see it.
Really?
I don't know, man. I've seen Grease.
No,
quite a
because of
lot.
Blockbuster, we would play that like 8 or 9 times.
Oh,
We would say
yeah,
like,
you
okay,
definitely saw
and
it.
all of us employees would look at each other. It's like, all right, we need to put something on the overhead monitors. Please, someone play something. Don't put Grease, man, because we've seen it so many times. We're like, all right, you want to put this Iron Maiden video? No, we can't do that because, it's got heavy metal tones. You want to put something else? You want to put Revenge of the Ninja? No, it's got, fight scenes. You want to put Rocky? No, someone's going to wind up renting it. All right.
Someone's gonna rent
Then we're like, dude, just pick something. All of a sudden, inevitably, I'd be standing at the register. All of a sudden, oh man, Grease again. And for the next 90 minutes, we wind up watching Grease. And
you loved every...
problem, then I feel right.
Man, I miss Blockbuster. Blockbuster. Well, okay, never mind.
For
I
sure.
don't really miss Blockbuster that much. I
You
miss
don't?
it a little bit. I miss like working at
I love
Blockbuster
Netflix.
and like how everything was just there and that whole dynamic of the video store. I do not miss neatly aligning the cover tape with the actual videotape like perfectly on every row.
Yeah, I quit
at
there.
midnight and not getting paid for it.
Yeah,
Shout outs to Blockbuster.
I quit there before they started covering DVDs, so we were still doing
That was
VHS tapes.
Unbelievable. You know what? I have 2 though. Okay, so mine was very simple. I like the movies where it's like a end of summer going into school or the end of school going into summer. So I can't hardly wait, right?
That's a good one.
With Jennifer Love Hewitt and Ethan
okay.
Embry, right?
I don't
Have
think
you
I
guys
watched
seen
that
Ethan
one.
Embry now on
Yeah.
social?
Yeah.
The dude is
Definitely,
shredded,
yeah,
man.
He really looks different.
Who's bigger, Ethan Embry or Carrot Top?
Oh my god, I met Carrot Top in person.
What?
He looks crazy.
When?
Wait, what do you mean Carrot Top? He's ripped now?
The comedian, the guy with like the big red
Yeah.
hair.
He's ripped?
Yeah, the
Carrot
dude's
Top
shredded.
was shredded. Actually, no, when
He
I
got-
met
he-
him, he was kind of skinny.
He got into fitness and
Oh, wow.
It's like he got shredded, then he gets skinny, and then he gets back to being shredded.
re-
It's like he has these like fluctuations.
no, but Ethan Embry is like a beast.
Oh yeah, but I really like that movie.
He's like LaRon Landry. Like remember when he played for the Redskins?
I was, because I think I was a senior in high school, so I was already getting out of high school, and you get this like romantic interest and whatever. It's kind of very similar to real life, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. That's pretty interesting. But,
And of course, it's got one of our shared favorite songs when Ethan Embry is trying to leave on the train to go to art school, and Jennifer Love Hewitt's like, "Wait, you wrote me this letter. All I needed was the love you gave."
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's my
Only You
choice. That's my choice.
by Alison Moyet. That's a great movie, dude. What's his name? Not Chris O'Donnell. Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell. Jerry O'Connell's. Remember, he's like that jock who comes back to school and says, "Man, you know what? In college, nobody cares who you are. If you're a trust fund baby, if your daddy's rich, and if you're gonna become a doctor, then all the chicks want your name. If you're just a quarterback from high school, people don't care about you."
It's a cool movie.
Yeah.
I liked it. Oh, my last movie is on the whole kids just enjoying summer thing is Stand By Me, right? So
What's Stand By Me?
it's 4 kids and they go.
Speaking of Jerry O'Connell,
Yeah. Oh, that's-
Jerry O'Connell when he was
those leaks.
okay. Speaking of guys who got shredded, Jerry O'Connell in that movie was like the little fat kid.
Yeah, he was a fat kid.
I don't think I've ever
O'Connell,
seen-
He's
I don't think I've ever seen Stand By Me.
Jerry O'Connell's the quarterback from.
You know what? I'm gonna
Jerry
just
Maguire.
Google it real quick because I might
Is
have
he?
seen it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I'm Kush.
Oy. Oy.
Yes, but
But yeah, I like Stand By Me. I mean, it's
you know who wrote Stand By Me, right?
Yeah, Stephen King.
Stephen King.
So, did he direct that movie? That was his movie, right? No?
He didn't direct it, but
Oh. But
I think it was Rob Reiner.
I really like that movie. It's really simple. It just takes you back to the innocence of youth and just being a child.
Nah, I
and
don't
what's
think I
Okay,
watched
interesting
this.
as being a kid.
I
even
absolutely
though
agree.
The subject matter is relatively serious, right? I mean, they're gonna go find a dead body, but like the adventures, like the climax of the movie is like almost getting hit by the train.
And you know what? Some of the best acting you will ever see in your life was by the late River
So do they
Phoenix.
find him? Do they find the dead body?
They do.
They do.
But
And he's dead?
yeah, that's the key part of finding a
I
dead
don't
body.
understand.
Well, I mean, like, how would you know someone's dead if you didn't find the body?
Well, when a kid gets hit by a train at full force, like if
so
if
he gets hit
if
by
he
a
ain't
train.
dead, he's not
no,
happy.
all I see is they're looking for somebody. That's all I see in this.
But they're actually infiltrated by whose older brother was
I don't remember.
Kiefer Sutherland, Eyeball.
Yeah. And he looked pretty scary though.
Like, you know what? We're gonna get you guys later in school. This is big time, baby.
Wait, how did they
And they had a
even
black
get
kid
to go
jump off
see the body?
Thing, right?
Huh?
Okay.
The name of the short story by Stephen King was actually called The Body, but then it was renamed Stand By Me because of the song.
How the hell did these kids find the body though?
Because they actually heard there was a rumor. The four of them were friends. Okay, so basically,
You should watch that movie. This is a good movie.
So Will Wheaton is
Will Wheaton's in it?
that was his
when
first.
they're kids, they're
dang.
Yeah, so he's a
River
writer.
Phoenix, Will Wheaton.
River Phoenix is
Jerry
like
O'Connell.
Jerry O'Connell's like the little fat kid who can't stop eating, and Corey Feldman is the guy whose dad Corey Feldman.
Yeah.
My dad stormed the beach at Normandy, and he's got like a bad ear and everything like that, and all he wants to be is like a soldier. And the four of them, and see, to your point where you said you could not, ride your bike in the street because you get hit, or you couldn't go out right now because it's so dangerous. These kids actually told their parents, hey, we're going camping, legit camping, and they're actually walk across the state for 3 days, and their parents just let them go. Completely
What the hell?
unsupervised. You could do that like back in the 50s. You couldn't do that now.
Oh yeah.
Could you really do it back in the 50s?
Yeah.
I bet.
And it's kind of, it's a coming of age film. It's also,
Yeah.
it's like a quest, and it's got
Well,
kind
these
of...
kids look like not even in middle school yet.
For those of you who
Yeah,
are, most of you already know.
they're
Okay,
really
Asha,
small.
Google what
I
Jerry
would not
O'Connell...
let my kid go walk.
Google what
across
Jerry
the
O'Connell looks
country.
like in that movie, and then Google what Jerry O'Connell looks like now.
Oh no, I saw how he looks now.
Yeah, he's lifted.
He is a
Oh
twin,
dang,
right?
that's him and
No.
a
Jerry
brother.
O'Connell, or is it
Does he have a
brother, like a
brother or a
twin?
twin? They look the same.
Yeah,
That's why.
like
I think
a-
it might
Does
be
it?
his twin.
Oh.
Anyway.
I'm not too sure. Anyway,
You
Not
guys got
part
any
of-
other movies, or are we done here?
Nah, I'm done. I got my movies out.
That's my list.
Oh, wait, because you had Grease, right?
Yeah, my
Okay.
last one was Grease.
So, anyways, thank you guys for joining us today on our episode of Real Talk. A big thank you to our sponsor, Tangle Theaters, where you can watch Toy Story next week. And remember, we are giving away tickets to our premiere screening of Toy Story on June 21st at the Micronesian Mall.
Wait, who's in Toy Story now? Ryan Reynolds, right?
What?
No, who's one of the new characters?
Key and Peele, right? Or yeah, right?
Keegan Michael Key is
And-
also in...
And Jordan Peele are the
Wow.
aliens, the new characters. in the
Okay,
Cool.
so I was saying, Keegan Michael Key...
I think
is-
they are, because they're in the commercials for these new
So he's in Toy Story 4, and he's also in The Lion King. Because
Oh, yeah.
remember he's
Yeah.
because we talked about that last time. He's one of the hyenas, which you
I
guys
think
cannot.
he is. Someone need to double check that for me. Someone confirm that for me. in
No,
the
I thought it was like
comments.
Ryan Reynolds is like they said like the Daredevil cowboy or something like that, or
Or he's a rabbit or something.
yeah.
Oh dang! I can't wait to watch this movie though. So
But yeah.
Toy
And
Story.
Our next podcast will be from live
down
from
at
the Micronesian Mall right before the premiere screening. And if you want to get tickets to that special screening, all you have to do is put in a GIF or a photo in the comments of the Facebook feed of this video and of your favorite Toy Story character, whether it's the pig or Buzz Lightyear or Woody.
Who are you guys? Who's your favorite?
Toy Story.
I like the little soldiers.
There's an alligator, right? Like a crocodile?
I kind of like the dog.
Or the I'm sorry, the dinosaur.
Oh, like
Oh
the
yeah,
doc-
and the dinosaur.
the dachshund? that long
The
dachshund.
Slinky?
Right? Yeah,
Slinky?
Yeah,
yeah. That
that's
was
cute.
actually the dinosaur was pretty
I like
cool
the
too.
dinosaur.
And the dinosaur, because he was a chicken too, right?
I like him.
Like he
He's
played when Andy's playing
Yeah,
with
he's
him.
good.
He's like this crazy dinosaur, but when he's the scaredy cat. of the
See, there's
group.
nothing wrong with being a chicken
Anyway,
if you watch scary movies.
so that is it.
If your grandparents have a forest in the back of their house that looks like Camp Crystal Lake.
On behalf of Jason and Asha, I'm Ken Sinclair. Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. Remember, send in those pictures to the comments of this video.
Pictures
and we
or
will see you-
GIFs?
or the GIFs. And we will see you next week at the premiere of Toy Story 4.
Oh wait, all in. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy movie. Wait.
Oh, okay, well, we'll work
Nice
on
try.
that.
Wow. Fail.
Bye.
All right.